start with Mr. Paul Iacovou. Hello, Mr. Iacovou.
Hello, please.
I have to say that we are speechless when you say about the movie thing.
Well, it's been quite a journey, this whole project, and it's taken 2 years. But I'm very glad that we're getting close now, and we're nearly going to finish it soon. And it's a very important film for Cyprus. This is how it all started for me, was by seeing a photograph and then uncovering this project, and at a time when everybody wanted to raise morale after the banking collapse. And it's going to be the first film a Cypriot film, that's directed by a Hollywood director. And because of the subject of Peter Medak, Peter Sellers, it's going to have some interest. So Cyprus is going to be everywhere. And this is what is so important, that it's effectively an advert for Cyprus all over the world. And that's kind of how it all started for me, by wanting to see Kyrenia from 1973, that this footage that nobody's ever seen on the big screen, for it to be out there at cinemas for us all to go and see.
So what is the message you want to send to the people that are going to watch the movie?
Well, I don't know really. I mean, it's a number of things. One is to appreciate Cyprus as it was in '73, because this was a few months before the invasion. At a time when there was problems and struggles, but before the disaster that happened after. And what I want people to do when they see it is see Kyrenia, but also understand the difficulties in making a film like this, because we had to do it on our own. It's been very difficult to get any support. Now that's great from the public, that's amazing, but really it shouldn't be this difficult for somebody to try and make a movie here. There's so much young talent here, and you need to invest in them. And we've got an amazing country for location filmings, for other people to shoot movies here. And we just need somebody to take charge of it and put Cyprus, back on the map in terms of filmmaking, but to support the community of amazing filmmakers that we have here. It's such a struggle for them. I think that's what I hope out of that's my story. That's not the story of the documentary, because that's something different. But I think that's what I hope, really, for.
Are you going to release a movie in the near future?
Well, we hope, I think by the end of the year is what we're hoping. We're aiming for September, October, but then it goes to festivals, so it won't be on general release. You have to go through the festival circuit first. So at some point during 2017, next year.
And something last, are you going to say something about the Cyprus problem?
What, in the movie? Or?
Yeah, are you going to release a movie about the Cyprus problem? Because nowadays this is the main issue.
Our film actually deals with it in some way, because obviously all of it was shot in the occupied area now, most of it, except for Iacovou. And our director, who's a Hungarian refugee, he had this amazing connection with the people that worked on the film back in '73, because they're now refugees. And we shot at Nicosia airport, we shot in the buffer zone. So that whole the content of that is going to be shown in the film, and people are going to understand, I don't want to call it the Cyprus problem, but where we are now. So it's woven into the story in the most, I think, honest way. It's not pointing the fingers at anybody. I mean, we shot over in the occupied areas, and we worked with Turkish Cypriot crew there. We had a fantastic fixer who helped us, and she was amazing, because lots of our crew didn't want to go over. They were upset, they didn't want it, and they did it for me and for our production manager and this Turkish Cypriot girl, Beran. She was such an amazing bridge between them and the other side, and they got time to spend, and we got time to spend with Turkish Cypriot fellow filmmakers. And for some of our crew, they realized, there's no difference. We're all the same. I mean, it's corny to say it, but it's actually very, very true. So I think, hopefully, that message will come out through the movie.
So basically, you think that if we solve the Cyprus problem, we could live all together. I mean, the Greek Cypriots and the Turkish Cypriots.
Well, all the people that we've worked with and that we've met, yes. And I think for the Turkish Cypriots, they're in a worse position because they're almost third-class citizens. And, you know, for example, when we went back to Kyrenia Harbour and we wanted to rent a boat to shoot out on the water, we couldn't find any one of the boats for hire that wasn't owned by a mainland Turk. And we did manage to find one guy who was a Turkish Cypriot, so we went with him. I mean, I think that explains the difficulties that they're having. And for the younger generation, my generation and your generation, there really is no difference. Honestly, I mean, it's just, and it was amazing for me to see. And that's the message that we've got to get out there, that you can easily just blend together. And the unfortunate aspect is only religious. It's religion. I mean, it's a complete ridiculous situation to be in the 21st century where that's the only difference between them and us, if you want to categorize them that. So the bizonal aspect I don't particularly agree with, because you're separating them already. We're all just people, we're all inhabiting an island. One of the talks that we had today, he said exactly that. Cyprus problem, this is the 19th Cyprus problem. And in this day and age, who's got time for that? And it's up to the younger people to just take over, I think.
Thank you so much for your time.